Hey, and we're back with more of my top five. Today we're starting a new series called Hooked on Friends where we play Dead by Daylight and talk about whatever the hell we want. And my first guests on the show today are XT and Moon from one of our former videos. Actually, Moon did a we did a top five video. What? Not too long ago, right? Maybe last year.
Uh, yeah, it's been about a year.
Think so. Yeah. Well, so glad to have you both here. How are you both doing? You ready for the show?
I
Yeah,
am
we're,
ready.
we're we're doing great. Thanks for having us here. Just a few minutes ago, we had it sounded like a natural gas explosion in the neighborhood. The whole house vibrated, and yeah, my butt started rumbling. And we looked outside. The neighbors are all looking, and we're waiting to see what happens next. So good times.
But somehow
Yeah.
Moon still got the 4K as Huntress. Wink.
It's amazing.
Wink,
It's
wink.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. And we're going to be doing some dress up today, right? We have a lot of XT's money to spend on DLC, right?
Yes, that's
Period.
right. Yes, I do not really play the game. It was kind of like a dare to see how much money I could actually accumulate over the course of like a year or two. So I basically every single time something came up where I could jump into the store or get a code to get points, I did. And I have 60 plus million points just sitting there. I don't know anyone that has that much. People think I'm lying. It's like I manipulated the screenshot. I'm like, no, I definitely didn't. And you can see here that it is true.
Oh yeah, we see it
So-
up there, 62 million blood points. The stuff of dreams for those of us
Yes.
who play the game.
Yes.
So
Right?
yeah, let's. Do you guys want to start with dress up, or do you want to unwind and go after some meddling kids?
Well, I'm just the puppet. So you guys tell me what you want me to do. If you want me to play first, I'll play first. If you want me to go straight to the mall, I will.
Yeah, let's just start with a huntress round or a killer round, whatever you'd like to do. There.
Done.
I know you're playing on XT's account, so you don't have access to all your typical build stuff, but
I don't, but that's
Yeah.
okay. That is okay. Let's see.
And you can really see I don't play this game. I barely have anything. A couple wonderful people bought me a few things for it, including the Stranger Things.
oh yeah.
Yeah, pack. That was cool.
It's me.
so-
I'm the wonderful.
Yeah, so I actually did try around playing as what's his name? Help me out here. What's the character?
Yeah, the guy.
Henry Creel. Right?
Not
Oh,
Henry.
the trapper.
Not the trapper. The young. Oh my god, I can't think of his
Oh
name.
yeah, you're talking about Steve.
Oh, the survivor.
Yeah, not Steve.
Who was the other one?
Dusty?
That's what I'm talking. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't think of his name right now.
Dusty?
Hello, Dustin.
Dustin. Yeah. I haven't
Yeah.
played with the new stuff yet. Is it good? Do you like the new Stranger Things pack?
I do.
That's
As you see, I bought the Vecna.
Oh, nice.
You know, I got to tell you something. It's pretty pathetic. It's pretty pathetic that I was the one that actually came up with the character's name after I asked you both who it could be. There's only a limited amount of people, and you guys don't even know what the hell I was even talking about.
Well, I
That's
haven't
definitely-
had the pack. I haven't bought the pack yet because I haven't been playing the game in a while. But
Oh,
I do love the
yeah.
show, and I've seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the last season, but I've seen the first 4 seasons.
We finally did finish the show. It was fantastic.
Oh, good. So you like the no
Yeah.
spoilers, but you like the ending?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
no, I did not like the ending, and I can tell you one of the main reasons why is
Okay.
because that show could have continued.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Wow.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
I didn't. I really wasn't expecting that. That's really interesting because I figured. I thought it was kind of. I was a little nervous. It might be a little long in the tooth with the kids getting so much older. You know, they lost a lot of time with COVID, and the release schedule got all screwed up. But I'm glad to hear that it was that good. That you would have wanted to see more.
I would have liked to see something like, it's Hawkins' lab, so anything could happen. There could be like time travel. Maybe they went back in time to before any of it even started.
Sure. Oh,
The
that-
original,
yeah.
everything. Like, yeah,
True.
like with the mother. Yep.
Well, do you think it's possible Netflix might do that at a later time?
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. I would really like to see something come from Mike's kind of fantasy at the very end with, I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but I know I'm trying not to spoil it. The scenario that he came up with for 11 at the end, I would really like to see that kind of actually have happened and have them build on that.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. I want to throw something out here, Mr. Wubbs.
Sure.
For all your viewers, if you haven't had the opportunity to watch a series called *Halt and Catch Fire*, I sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I ask you, if you're into computers, which I'm assuming you are, especially vintage computing, and like basically how the the '80s. Oh my God! Just watch *Halt and Catch Fire*.
I think there might be a few people watching who would qualify for what you're saying there. Yeah.
Yep.
Including myself. So I guess I should go. I should go watch that as well. Then
you should watch that. And I'm telling you, it has to be. If not, I think Band of Brothers is my favorite all-time miniseries. The World War II epic.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
I have to tell you that, honestly, that show, *Halt and Catch Fire*, has to be right up there, like number 2.
Okay,
It is. I mean, the aesthetic alone.
Incredible.
The aesthetic alone, just like the period, it's the 80s. I mean, watching that. It's like really like stepping back in time. Like the office spaces and stuff like that are, they're just perfect. Like they couldn't have done those sets any better.
I agree. And I'll tell you something. When I'm a vintage computer enthusiast, heavily, okay, obviously by my name, right? So you can see it. But I have many vintage computers going all the way back from like Commodore 64, TI 994A, 286, 8086, 8088. 386, all that stuff. Anyway, when I used to read books on all this, it's kind of cool that it's kind of neat that I'm talking like this and I hear a woman basically getting in the background. Do you hear that? And it's like she's excited about what I'm saying. It's good.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about the Huntress. She's
like so into you.
She's pretty into whatever she's going after at any time.
I'm going to start talking about SIPs and micro channel architecture, and she's moaning in the background. It's pretty good. But anyway, when I was a kid. I'm trying to talk over all this, but anyway, when I was a kid and I'd read a lot of these hacker books, like let me think of one, like Neuromancer, okay, or there's a couple other ones based on. Okay, I'm just gonna be quiet now. I can't even hear myself. Good Lord.
Here, I can turn the game volume down.
Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
No, it's fine. I'm being funny, trying to be funny. Anyway, with these games, these books I was reading about vintage computing, okay, they were incredible, and they set the tone for the future of me collecting, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do this. But when I was reading these amazing books about hacking and about computing in the 60s and 70s and 80s, that really got me going for computing in general and vintage computing. What I envisioned in my mind while I was reading the books, the scenarios, you know what I mean, the settings, the wood grain, the shag carpeting, all that, the show itself, it was the same stuff. It was like they read my mind.
The cocaine, the whores,
right. No, but it was incredible. It was like, how when you read a book, say you read a book like I don't know, Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah.
What you envision in your mind when you're reading the book and how things are is sometimes, and a lot of times, different than what they show you in the movie, right?
Sure.
Well, what I was reading in the book, in my mind, the pictures, the people, how they looked, the sets the buildings they were in, the clothes they were wearing, they really didn't describe them, but you envision all that stuff. This show basically went into my mind of all those things that I read in these books and basically put it on screen.
Wow.
They did such an incredible job. It was like watching my memories. It was insane.
Wow, that's incredible.
Really? I loved it. Yeah, you got to watch the show.
Is this on Netflix or where is it?
No, it was actually AMC.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I haven't watched an AMC show since Walking Dead, so that's kind of cool.
Yep.
How many seasons are there?
4, I do believe.
Yeah.
And it did not do very well, which is really sad. But
I can't believe it didn't do very good.
I give AMC a lot of credit though, because they actually let the show finish itself, and they gave it a proper ending. They didn't
okay.
just like end it on a cliffhanger in season 2 when they had 4 seasons planned. They actually let it play out. Yeah, and the sad part is they haven't released it on DVD. I think season 1 only.
Oh wow.
If they release the whole thing on DVD, I'll be one of the first people to buy it.
That's surprising.
I know.
I guess I shouldn't be at this point. Everything's going digital, but I would think for television they would still want to produce DVDs.
Yeah, I think you can buy individual episodes, but I'm not sure if you can buy the whole seasons. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
But I mean, on digital, but for DVD,
Right.
I'm pretty sure they only produced one season.
Well, and how do you feel about that? Because me and my gamer friends were always talking about digital versus physical as collectors and stuff. How do you feel
Right.
about that digital movies and TV versus collecting DVDs or
Well,
Blu-rays?
I enjoy collecting things. I mean, it's really nice, like a book. It's really nice to be able to actually have the hard copy in your hands.
Sure.
The what do they call that? You feel it. There's a word for it. It's escaping right now. The tactile feedback, whatever it is.
Sure.
You have it in your hands. You can turn the page. You can smell the book. Especially, I love old books, the way they smell. And just being able to display it and pick it up anytime I want to. I don't have to turn a computer on. I don't have to log into the interwebs. I don't have to talk to Big Brother to get a copy of it.
Yep.
I don't have to be connected to the internet for it to check to see if I have a license still. I own it. It's on my shelf, and it's nice.
But
the same thing with the DVD.
I feel the same way to a large extent. I mean, I'm definitely that way about like the stuff that I care about the most, right? It's like
Yeah.
I don't want to have to be dependent on the internet for it, and
Right.
that's I guess just comes from growing up in the country and having terrible internet for most of my life.
Right.
But
Right.
I guess when you live in the city and you always have good internet, it's not really so much of a concern. But I will say, since I've gotten fiber internet in the last few years, that's changed a bit. Like it's much easier for me to be like, oh yeah, I can have the convenience of a digital game or media file, and I do understand the appeal a lot better than I used to.
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
it.
I agree. I agree with you too. As a kid, I say I a lot. I. I as a kid in the, I'd say mid to late '90s, I had only dial-up,
Mm-hmm.
and the dial-up it was 56K was no way.
Sure.
I was lucky to get 33.6 with a 56K modem.
Mm-hmm.
The lines were so old and pretty bad. Later on, like at nighttime, I could achieve higher speeds, but during the day, just no way.
Sure.
But I just like the physical copy. I'll just leave it at that. Like,
Yeah.
I was never really into downloading anything, or I just wanted the physical copy. Like ebooks, right?
Sure.
Not my thing. Like, people like the Kindle, and that's cool, and you can take it with you, and you can read, ebooks, PDFs, whatever.
Right.
That's great. Now, for me, I do have a few PDFs, like from Internet Archive, of old like computer shopper magazines from like the 80s and early 90s, where in mid 90s, where the magazine was like 8,000 pages, and it was like literally 700 pages, and mostly ads.
Right.
But there used to be a bunch of different articles in there that I enjoyed. I used to actually subscribe to Computer Shopper. If anybody doesn't know what it is, it's basically Computer Shopper magazine was basically the size of, like, I don't know, it was, oh God, maybe 8 inches by, I don't know. It was big. Look up Computer Shopper magazine from back in the day, and it had to be like 700 pages. There were a couple different articles in there. One of them was like Alfred Poor's Computer Cures, and then there was another one. It was called The Hard Edge with Alice and Bill and Alice, whatever. It was outstanding.
And these
it
were
was like,
always technical interviews.
they were
articles?
technical articles. Yeah, like
Mhm.
The Hard Edge with Bill and Alice was like the Lab of Doom and Pepsi Cola, and they would like talk crap about things, and it was pretty cool. It was like, they were like predicting the future and not afraid to, talk smack about something and whatnot. It was pretty neat to watch. They didn't care if the advertising dollars stopped, I guess. I don't know. It was just kind of neat to see it, It's like,
Yeah.
you will talk good about our product, otherwise we will pull the advertising. And they're like, who cares? You know what I mean? But, yeah, it was pretty cool. But those magazines were so much fun. I just remember picking them up at the store, at the grocery store where I lived in Buffalo, New York at the time. And they were like $3-4, and I'd pour over them, man, from cover to cover, dreaming about owning some of this stuff. And most of it was for like white box computers, like basically, you build your own, today, but they were, all beige boxes in thousands of different companies based in Ohio and California and everywhere else. And you just basically did your best to try to find something that was in your price range. And a lot of times if you searched high and wide, you could find a company that would sell you something or build you something that was, pretty relatively inexpensive versus some other companies that were selling the exact same thing for, $100 or $200, more. But
Interesting.
yeah, it's pretty neat. But I used to build my own computers, so it's kind of a moot point. But
Right.
yeah.
Well, I assume you could
But-
source parts much cheaper this way.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you sure could. Memory was much cheaper. Hard drives were much cheaper. All that mail order stuff. But yeah, but like I said, I didn't have a lot of money growing up, so a lot of the stuff that I had was, the bottom of the barrel.
Mhm.
I
Hand me
think
down stuff and parts.
if it wasn't used and I could afford new, it was like Cyrix
Mhm.
or AMD. Before they became what they are today. You know what I
Sure.
mean? With
Yeah.
yeah. So and some PC chips motherboard with fake level 2 cache from the Market Pro computer shows of yesteryear. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
Well, and that's interesting because it sort of ties into what's going on now with the RAM and storage crisis and how hard it is to get those parts at a reasonable price. And
yeah.
it's I mean, it's like, because back then, right, if you were going to build computers in the 80s, it was a really expensive hobby.
Oh,
Right?
it was.
I mean,
Yeah.
that was not a low end kind of thing. And I feel like
No.
computers have sort of gone and done like a 180 now. Because for a long time there, I'd say even in the past decade, it was a very affordable thing. If you just wanted
Yes.
to build a basic computer or even a gaming computer, like it was not something that was out of reach for the average person.
That's
And-
true.
and-
Yeah.
And now I feel like it's not necessarily out of reach for maybe the average American, but it is something where when the cost of RAM, for instance, quadruples in the space of a few months,
Yeah.
it's well, it gets everybody's attention, and
I agree. Yeah.
makes you wonder, like, well, how does this end exactly? We had the GPU crisis happen during COVID, of course.
Yeah, we
and
talked about that. We were
we
in the midst
never
of that.
we never really recovered from it.
Yeah.
In a way, like I have yet to see, even mid-range GPUs come back to like what I would consider a reasonable retail price with any
Yeah.
consistency.
Roger. Yeah,
you'll
you're right.
get the odd one here and there. Maybe you could pick up for $400-$500, but
Yeah.
that still just seems like a lot to me for a single part.
I agree. I mean, if you go to Micro Center and you're looking to build a computer, I mean, you can still get a motherboard and CPU relatively inexpensive. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So you say, for instance, you decide to buy, I don't know, an MSI motherboard and a Corsair case and power supply, and then you go for a Intel i7 or an AMD, Ryzen, whatever.
You can
whatever it may
find
be.
decent
Yeah.
deals on CPUs. That's
Oh,
not
yeah.
that's not
That's not the
terrible.
problem. Yeah,
Um,
it's just everything else. It's like you say you got $1,000 to spend, and you're like, oh, I can get a motherboard, a case, and a CPU for $300, $400. This is great. I've got $600 left. I can get a 2 terabyte SSD. I can get 32 gigs of RAM. I can get, and then you go up to the counter and you're like, yeah, I got $600 left. I'd like to get this and that. And they're like, oh, well, let's start with the RAM first. Okay, how much RAM do you want? Well, I don't know. I had 32 gigs of DDR4, and that was like, I think $150, like
Yeah.
4 or 5 years ago. They're like, oh yeah, well, that's $1,200 now.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, yeah, what? Yeah, so, yeah, you're
If I
kind
may
of
interject.
Sure.
Yeah, I wish
Thanks.
you would.
It's no wonder you don't play this game and that you don't like it. Your FOV is terrible.
Field of view.
How do you change that?
Well, not while you're in game. I mean, I guess you could in game, but I don't want to.
You-
I never.
You're
I
a
don't
pro.
think
You're a pro, Moon. You can totally pull
Yeah.
off this 4K and then update the FOV.
I don't know if I
after
can
the
do it
round.
without throw it up first. This is terrible.
well, I don't know. Did I change that? Because I'm not sure I'm that intelligent enough to know
No,
how to
it's
do
probably the default, but holy man. I mean, you've got a bazillion-inch monitor, so that's not exactly helping things, but...
that. All right. Well, please feel free. Please feel free after you
We'll stretch
destroy
it
this
out.
match,
Stretch it out
I'm
after
gonna-
this round. Yeah.
and
Yes.
you win or whatever. To go ahead and
I'm probably not win. I can barely see anything. I tunneled the two people that I...
Well, you're
Oh, sorry.
doing pretty good. You got.
Yeah.
I mean, you only got 3 hooks left, so you're really close here. They are healing each
I
other though.
suppose.
Those meddling
Yeah.
kids.
Those meddling kids, yeah. Oh, I found one.
Yep. There she is. Oh, she wants to give up. Are we going to grant mercy or a quick and painful death?
Well, she's not the last one, so I can't do quick and painful, but I can't do it. I can't slug. I can't. I hate that I even tunneled those first two. It was a total accident. I'm not a tunneler.
Right. You had to do it though because you're running on a basic build.
What? I really am. This is terrible. I'm so not used to this. She hit me with a flashlight, and at first I was like, "Oh,
But, you
all
know,
right, no Lightborn."
I do have to say, like, it's impressive, right, that she hit you with a flashlight considering what XT's MMR must be, right? Like, he's got to be, like, the lowest MMR because he never plays. So, you're going up against, theoretically, a fairly inexperienced group of survivors.
Right.
Assuming you got a decent pairing. So,
Yeah.
And you said you were rusty, so I haven't seen that at all. Like, you've
Oh my
destroyed
gosh.
these kids.
Well, thank you.
she doesn't give herself enough credit. I think she's fantastic.
Right. Well, I know she's fantastic at the game. It's just
Oh,
when you're playing
Oh.
you're playing handicapped with those skills at level
handicapped.
1. So
I'm a straight up cripple here.
it hasn't mattered though. It hasn't mattered, obviously.
Well,
So,
thank you.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Claudette, where are you?
Well,
Come here,
now.
Claudette.
She's got to go for one of the doors.
She
Yeah.
does. Or she can. Oh, there she is. There you are, my
There
love.
she is. She's gonna beg.
Go ahead, beg me.
You can't
On
beg
your
on
knees,
your
woman.
feet there, Claudette. You got to get on your knees.
Well,
There you go.
Nope, still not doing it. Too slow. You get him,
Oh, we get a Mori. Wow, what a way to open.
Yep.
You've set a high bar there, Moon.
Yeah. Look at that, though. I totally didn't expect a 4K.
I knew you were going to get it.
Achievement!
There you go.
They have an AI PFP. What? Oh.
As far as I know.
Oh, no, this person's so silly. Oh, never mind. They have an AI PFP.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do the people that are playing the game with you, do they actually see how many blood points you have?
No.
No.
They wouldn't
I didn't
see
think
that.
so.
Yeah.
Okay, because that would be cool. If
Right.
they did.
Right.
Yeah. Look, this person has 62 million. They have no life. You know?
No ranking.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
This
they're
is
gonna
too
just
funny.
instead. Yeah, they're gonna start a support group for you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's what
I
it'd
mean,
be.
they did okay with the MMR matchup because I mean, I've got a level 3 Michaela, 5 Dwight, a 32 Claudette, and a 24 Sable.
Yeah, and
Like,
they think that they're going against a level 1 Huntress, but not a Huntress with like 10,000 hours as killer. Like in
right?
reality.
Yeah. All right. Do we
Oh,
do another match or do we want to go shopping?
she's a ringer.
Let's go shopping.
Yay! Okay.
I hope it's your money you're spending. Oh, God.
Nope. I'm spending my man's money. What's
Okay,
this?
fine.
Whoa, is that like an owl outfit? That's crazy.
It looks like a moth. Yeah. Like, see the fuzzy moth antennae on her shoulders or like on her lapels?
Wow, that is wild. I hadn't seen that one.
Yeah, that's a new one. Let's see.
All right, we should title this video My friend annihilates survivors with level 1 Huntress.
While house explodes down the street.
Right, yeah.
Ass. Yeah.
During neighborhood house explosion.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it just... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say, all joking aside, I really hope everyone's okay, because that was crazy. I mean, the whole house shook, and all you heard was boom. I mean, it was like concussive. Yeah,
It's horrible.
Like, we have, what, 3 factories kind of all on top of each other in this town, so it could have been any one of them.
Somebody blowing up Tannerite, but I don't think so. I don't
know.
think so. Yeah.
Man, look at all these masks.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
Some of these are really cool.
I know. See, I went... I shouldn't have blabbed and said that I was going to go shopping, because all I can do is level up the characters like crazy, which is fine. I'm
cool.
perfectly good with doing that.
Totally.
But, I mean, I can still play a little dress up. This outfit, I think, or this skin, I think is my favorite for Huntress.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. And then, of course, I have to show this one off because, you know,
Right.
because of your theme here. He does have shards, though.
I think it's very cool that the 10th anniversary of Dead by Daylight is what gave us this idea.
Mm-hmm.
And that our friend Vix is just gone to the anniversary celebration with the devs and a bunch of the famous players.
I know. she was so excited, just like, I'm right behind Otts. I can't stop shaking. She watches him all the time.
It was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she was able to go.
Oh, I know, me too. I'm so excited for her. She is actually the reason why I have Jason.
Oh, really? She gifted him to you?
He did.
Oh, that was sweet.
I know. Thank you, Vix. We love you.
Yeah, Vix gives great gifts.
She does.
That outfit's pretty cool.
It is. Oh, I have this one too. I call this her dominatrix outfit.
Yeah. She looks like a Scottish metal princess. Look at that.
She does. And I thought there was another color of that, like another version. Although I don't see it. Hang on 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Had a brief interruption.
No problem.
What's that one?
Wow.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
It's from the Blood and Bones collection. I vaguely remember that. Look at that axe, though.
That's not bad for 4,500 shards.
Uh-uh. Let me get a closer look at that axe. Where was it? There it is. Oh yeah, that's sweet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks really cool. That's what your cosplay should be at DBD 20.
If okay, no, I mean I'd have to go OG Huntress if I were going to be anybody,
Oh, okay.
you know, at a DBD anything. But yeah, like if I ever go to like a gaming con, I so desperately want to cosplay as Alice from Madness Returns, like the steampunk dress.
Oh yeah, that's a really cool one. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All of her dresses are so good.
I know. Well, and there are even more apparently than I thought there were. Like if you Google her dresses, like it'll show you all of the ones that are in the game, and then a bunch that I don't even recognize. So I don't know if there are hidden levels or something that I don't know about.
Well, there's unlocks. There's various dresses you can unlock that alter your powers, for sure. Like some of them give you, I think, like they do like double damage and double health. Some of them like reduce your health, I think, and like add to the challenge. And I'm sure there's got to be trophies for those, right? Like if you complete the game with them, I'd expect.
Oh, maybe. I don't remember. I probably did know at one point, but it's been forever since I've played the game.
Right.
Or the Hysteria outfit.
Oh yeah, the Hysteria one for sure. Super
cool.
Super cool. I'm recording a playthrough right now, as you know, on the channel.
Yes.
And I just recorded episode 2 today, and we got to see her underwater angler dress with the light on it on the back.
Oh yeah,
which is really cool. So I had totally forgotten about that one and that whole section of the game, actually.
Yeah, I did too until you mentioned the underwater part. Like that was, I remember being kind of frustrated with that level. Actually, that was kind of tough. But fun.
Oh yeah, just like DBD. Only DBD is more impossible and infuriating. Yeah.
Yes, it's actually maddening. Oh, I like this one too. That's so bad.
Yeah, that one's cool. I don't know. I mean, I don't think you could go wrong with any of these. I really like all the designs we've looked at here.
I know, me too.
But you know, the other thing is like I'm not so into the killer stuff because it's like I don't get to see it. You know, I usually like to upgrade my survival. Well, and you know, I don't really play killer much, so.
All right. Well.
Yeah.
Let's look at some survivors then.
So XT, what character would you want to be if you did play the game? Because maybe we should just start upgrading that character.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody from Stranger Things, I guess.
Yeah.
I like Eddie.
Oh, Eddie's in this now?
A lot.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Eddie's one of my favorite characters in the whole series.
Same here. Yep, same here.
See, it's his skin. It's a skin for Dustin.
His, Master of Puppets scene in the 4th season was so cool.
I know. You know, that was actually him playing most
was it
of that.
Really?
Like
wow.
Like the close-ups of his fingers and stuff, though, like the more intricate fingering. That was a stunt double, but I guess do you call that a stunt double?
Yeah, I guess so.
That was somebody else.
Cool.
At any rate, but he was actually playing most of that.
That's amazing.
I know. I had to know. I had to look it up.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, but that's one scene that I have watched over and over and over again, just because it was so cool. As soon as I heard that, I mean, everybody knows Master of Puppets. Like, as soon as you hear that first tone, like, you don't even need the first 3 notes to know what song he's playing.
Right, absolutely. Yeah, I feel like that song and the Kate Bush song, Running Up That Hill, must have really given both of those bands a big resurgence. Not that Metallica needed it, but...
right.
I don't know about Kate Bush, but...
No, like she's been hidden in the background for ever. And then
Hmm.
Stranger Things kind of brought her back to life, which I liked seeing.
Yeah. I don't think that I don't think I knew about her at all until Stranger Things.
Mm.
I don't think I'd ever heard any of her music. So that was kind of cool to discover.
Yeah, that song was one of those really forgotten songs that I forgot that I had once heard, at least.
Yeah.
But it wasn't one that I heard on repeat all the time. I grew up listening to like Madonna, and
Yeah.
I had an older sister, so I listened to all the 80s like girly bands and stuff, and
Pop music, yeah.
yeah, all the hot music, not her. So if I had ever heard it, I forgot that I had until I
Right.
heard it on Stranger Things, and I was like, oh yeah, I know this.
That's one thing I really like about the show, though, is the wide variety of music that they chose.
Yeah, what
Boy,
was the song that I was
there's so many characters here. I don't think I've even seen Arella, but yet like I've they've added so much stuff since I was regularly playing the game.
Yeah, they've come up with a few since you have been out of the loop.
That is an awesome afro.
Right. Oh,
Yeah,
and
Rick Grimes is in it
some.
now. We got Walking Dead people, Michonne.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And hang on, I gotta get rid of that exclamation point before I lose my mind. Okay. There was another skin that I saw that I thought you might be interested in, maybe. I just discovered this the other day. Hudson.
Oh, Hudson.
Yep.
That is so cool because I literally just watched all the Alien movies this last month because they were all on HBO and they had the director's cuts for a bunch of them up there. So I just watched them all in not release order but chronological order. And yeah, that was great. So no, yeah, you're totally right. I would totally buy Hudson.
Aliens. Oh, Aliens. Sorry, the Aliens. I wouldn't say trilogy. So the Alien
Franchise,
anthology, maybe
yeah.
franchise, whatever. Right. The first Alien was, in my opinion, excellent.
Oh yeah, I love
it. It definitely set the mood. My favorite of all time is Aliens in 1986. Obviously, I think that a lot of people, love that movie.
Sure.
Alien 3, don't like it very much.
4 was a dud.
Yeah.
They're so different. That's what was so interesting about watching them back to back. I had forgotten how different they all were. Like literally, the first 4, I think, are completely different genres. Basically, like if you watch Alien as a horror movie, like it's like a great horror movie, and then Aliens is an action movie, Alien 3 is a drama, and Alien Resurrection is a comedy. Like I know it sounds crazy to say that, but it really is though. Like Ripley's playing basketball. Like it's a comedy. It's so ridiculous, over the top. Yeah. Ron Perlman is in it. There's nothing he's ever done that is remotely serious. So wait
a minute, Ron Perlman. Where was
Hellboy?
Yeah, I know who. No, he's Beast.
Oh,
from Beauty and the Beast. If you remember the Beauty and the Beast series.
I never watched that one from the 80s. No, I never saw that. Oh, I didn't know that.
My mother loved it. So I grew up kind of watching that, but no, he is Hellboy, but
right.
But yeah, he was, for me first, he was Beast.
That's cool.
I don't remember who he was in the Alien movie though.
He was one of the guys that was on the mercenary ship that docked with the army, the bigger army ship. So the Winona Ryder was one of the mercs, and with him they were like crewmates.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a little Attack on Titan action.
But that's cool. I was gonna say though, so I had never seen Covenant or Prometheus or Romulus until I started this playthrough or whatever. So I watched those two. And I actually enjoyed all of them, but I was surprised because it seemed like the general consensus was that everybody seemed to hate Prometheus and Covenant. But I maybe it's because I went in with low expectations because of that. I actually enjoyed them, but obviously they're not on the same level as Alien and Aliens. I mean, I don't think any of these really are. Except I would say Romulus was fantastic. I really liked it. Have you guys seen that one yet?
We did. Yeah.
Didn't like
Yeah,
it?
it's a weird.
I can tell you,
The Aliens purist over here.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, David, the actor, who plays David,
Mm-hmm. The android.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What about him?
Yeah.
What about him?
Michael Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm getting caught up in watching here. Michael Fassbender is the actor. He's a fantastic actor.
Oh yeah.
He's just fantastic. The newest movie we saw, I didn't really care for it too much.
That one's Romulus, probably. I mean, Romulus is the newest one that came out.
Yeah, anyway. With Rain and the.
That's so interesting because I thought that maybe older fans would appreciate it more because I thought it was more on the level of the first two than any of the others. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I mean, I'm not actually an Alien fan at all. I don't like it. I'm just, supportive of him because he likes it so much, and I will watch them with him.
I see. I love how every
watch them alone.
Everything that you do is somehow related to horror, but it's never your choice, is it? It's always because of somebody else wanted to watch this. Somebody else wanted to play this game.
Yes.
But it's your favorite stuff. Like, all your favorite stuff is, like, horror adjacent.
I know. I'm so weird.
I will say this about the Alien franchise. Like, one thing is, I love 4K. Okay, I think it's incredible. The visuals, all that. Yeah. But I like the graininess of the original Alien, the original Aliens. It set the mood, I think.
But have you watched it in 4K? Oh my god!
I have. It's incredible. It's like watching it all over again. But when I watched Alien Romulus in 4K, it
felt too new.
It felt too new. It looked like it was overproduced. I guess is the word I'm looking for. I guess.
Well, I think that's like the curse of Hollywood, though, right? Like if you make a successful film or a couple of successful films, what do? They just throw more money at it. Right, like every new film is gonna be like more produced than the last one.
Yeah,
because of all the money that's tied up in the project.
Yeah,
but I think that's unfortunate. But it wasn't the same level as like Star Wars, right? When Star Wars, the prequel trilogy came out, everything looked unbelievably amazing compared to the originals, and yet it was supposed to be like 30 years before the originals, so it didn't make any sense from that perspective, and I think that sort of hurt. I wish that Lucas had focused more on the story and dialogue and a little less on all the flashy effects.
Yeah.
I think it could have been a lot better if he had done that.
Well, I think that was a time where effects were kind of new to everybody, so everybody was more fascinated by that than the actual storyline.
Everybody was excited, right, because of Jurassic Park and Terminator 2 earlier in the decade, and then The Matrix comes out the same year as Episode 1, and they're both really incredible.
The original Matrix was a game changer.
Yeah, totally.
Especially, I remember watching the Bullet Time, I think it was called.
Yeah. Where they'd slow it all down.
Oh my god, I've never seen anything like that before. I thought it was just absolutely mind blowing. And you're supposed to be in the Matrix where all this is possible, and this is actually happening, and you're like, wow, this is like so Matrix. I mean, it's just awesome, right? It was like, it's just like 100%. It was so awesome. Yeah.
And everybody left that theater thinking, is that really what this is? Like, are we in the Matrix right now? It really made you think and suspect that we're all just in the Matrix.
When I saw that as a 13, 14-year-old kid, that was my favorite movie, and it's still my favorite movie.
It's
The Matrix
excellent
is?
movie.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep. 100%.
Knock, knock, Neo. Yep.
Yeah,
I mean, because
definitely
and I think the problem is, or it's not a problem, it's just sort of inevitable. When you see something like that, like you say, was such a game-changing movie, you'd never seen anything like it. I hadn't either when I was 13 or 14 or whatever, but I was that just really impressionable kind of age where I never saw anything since then that hit quite as hard.
I
right.
can understand that.
Yeah. I mean,
can
think about it.
understand-
Think about when you were 13. What was your favorite movie?
Debbie Does Dallas.
I mean, that's a good one. I sadly hadn't seen it by that age. You know, if I could go rewrite the past, there's a few things I would change, obviously. But, you know, yeah, and it probably still is up there for you, right?
Is that a pun? Are you trying? Is that like a? Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, pun intended.
Right,
Pun
yeah,
intended.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yes.
I'm just saying that I think depending on how old you are when you experience certain things, they probably have a bigger impact on
Oh,
Well,
for sure.
on you.
A deep impact. Some of them can have a deep impact.
Yeah.
But
Ew.
I
I
remember watching The Wizard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you mean the
1980
Nintendo commercial?
The Nintendo commercial, 1989. Yes. I remember they were handing out like little Nintendo Power magazines. Like it was really cool. I unfortunately, growing up, didn't have a lot of money, so movies for me were not really in the cards.
Sure.
But I do remember a friend who did go to the theater and did get the magazine. I was able to look at it, and I really wanted to see it. And my mother actually surprised me. I think it was maybe a year or two later when they had the VHS copy on sale for like, I don't know, $10.
Yeah.
And they bought me the actual movie on VHS, which I probably still have to this day, I think, somewhere.
Wow.
Yep, and I watched that. I didn't wear it out or anything like that, but I definitely watched it. It was for a kid, it was a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, it was a cool movie. Now, the interesting part is later on in life, I mean, like maybe like 3 years ago, I actually caught the deleted scenes from the movie. And it puts like an extra, I don't know, half an hour, if not more, into the movie. And it turns the movie into a totally different movie.
It's actually a movie, not just a Nintendo commercial.
It's actually... I mean, if you watch the Matrix, Matrix, good God, Lord forgive me. If you watch The Wizard in its original form,
Yeah.
I think Tom Holland was the director. If you watch it the way it was in the movie theater, it was like Moon said, it was basically a Nintendo commercial
Okay.
with some funny funny lines. One of the guys, I won't ruin the movie for anyone who's not seen it, which I'm sure everyone's seen it by now, but one of the actors in there, his name is Will Seltzer. Will Seltzer actually plays Putnam. Putnam is the individual that is hired by one of the family members to recover a certain somebody. I will not, again, ruin it for people who haven't seen it. Anyway, a little trivia. Putnam, again, Will Seltzer, was, I believe, the second choice over Mark Hamill, behind Mark Hamill to play Luke Skywalker.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
I actually haven't seen this. So
You've never seen The Wizard?
No, I've never seen The Wizard. I
Oh,
know
my goodness.
essentially
Shame.
nothing about it, but I will definitely check it out now that you've
You
told
should.
me about it.
Yeah, it's a good way to waste 2 hours, and then you'll come back to me and go, I want my 2 hours. But if you watch the deleted scenes, it actually turns it into a really good movie.
Okay.
Okay, let me backtrack a little bit. I don't know how much of a really good movie it is even with the deleted scenes, but it's a movie that you wouldn't say I wasted 2 hours on. You know what I mean? Even as an adult, you know, it's not. It's actually pretty good.
Right. I gotcha.
I mean, the acting in it's excellent. You got Beau Bridges, Will Seltzer.
Wow.
You've got
Fred Savage.
Fred Savage, right?
He's in everything from the 80s, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Rilo Kelly, what's her name? Oh God, Jenny. Oh, what is wrong with me? A lot actually, but
The
yeah,
red-haired girl that was in
yeah.
everything in
Rilo,
the
what's her name?
80s.
Riley. She's in Kylie. Um, Jenny Lewis. Couldn't think of her
Yeah,
name.
Oh,
there you go.
okay. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool.
She was awesome. She was awesome. So, and then there's, I can't remember the little kid's name. Luke Edwards maybe is a little kid, I think, and then there's some Jackie Vin. It's all coming to me now. Jackie Vincent or Vince. Um, he played the jerk. I'll just leave it at
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Spanky. Remember Spanky?
Spanky. Yep.
I like Spanky. Yeah,
Fast line, Spanky.
the fast line. Yeah, he touched my breast.
Shouldn't
She
have any
doesn't.
breasts.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, go watch it. Watch,
Okay.
you'll
Yeah.
like it. Yeah,
Check it out. What about
yeah.
you, Moon? What was like your favorite movie when you were 13 or 14?
13 or 14. What was I doing when I was 13 or 14? Oh, right.
New Kids on the
I was,
Block.
no, that I was younger than that when that was like my 5th grade year when I was obsessed with, I was going to marry Jordan Knight, when I was in 5th grade.
You're right.
13 and 14, I was in marching band. I didn't have time for movies then. Let me think. I mean, one of my favorite childhood movies was The Neverending Story.
Ah,
Oh
okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I could see that.
yeah,
Yeah, like I always thought
yeah.
that weirdly the tortoise, I forget what he was even called now, but I always thought he looked like one of my great uncles. Like they
Well,
had the same face.
Wow.
So I mean, like that part always creeped me out just because of the similarities, because
Yeah.
I loved my uncle and the turtle was just scary. And then of course
yeah.
the whole Artex and the Artex and the quicksand was just no. Like that's every girl my age has PTSD from that scene.
Hmm.
Do you remember the princess? Remember how she was glammed up?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I was reading an article about, because I like that movie too, on how the young lady that played her, she was probably like 11 or 12 years old.
The
She was
childlike
getting
empress.
hundreds, if not thousands, of love letters from adults
Oh my gosh.
asking, like, totally inappropriate, horrible things.
Oh,
And the PG thing was, "Will you marry me? Will you?" I'm like, "Oh my god!"
wow.
It's
This is
like,
horrible.
what's unbelievable is, if you and the same thing on Facebook too. If on your Facebook feed, if you're swiping around, sometimes some weird stuff comes in your Facebook feed. You look at you look at some of this, and you're like, "Oh, yeah, this is inappropriate for Facebook, especially for young people, whatever it may be." And you
Right.
look at some of the comments of these people that post, and you're like, "Oh my god!" It's like, they should create like a government agency just to go after the people that make these comments. You wouldn't have to worry about trying to find people.
Right.
Just go on Facebook and look at the comments to some of these videos that are posted.
I always wonder
And,
how much of that is legit
you know-
and how much of it's bots versus like, foreign
No,
actors and stuff.
I don't know. I've looked at some of the profiles of these people, and they look like I won't get into it, but they look
You think they're
like
real
they're
people.
guilty.
You think they're
Yeah,
real people.
Yeah.
they look guilty of doing something, and I'm like,
Wow.
you don't need to worry about trying to capture people in some kind of honeypot doing some
Right,
crazy
right.
stuff.
You could
It's like,
just
go on
you could just
Facebook.
get out there and look at people who are
Look-
telling on themselves, kind of.
Pretty much. I
Yeah.
mean, just like like sometimes just interesting things will come in your feed. Some things, and you're like, oh, that's cute. That's whatever. And you'll look at the comments and stuff, because you're like, oh god, I can only imagine what the comments or something like this. And you'll see something like, "Will you marry me? Wow, hot. That's
Right.
great." I'm like, those are kids.
Yeah, I would be so. I can't imagine how. I don't know how people do that and are like I don't know how anyone feels comfortable doing that
Right.
at all.
Yeah, I don't
Other
like.
people can
understand
sleep at
Um,
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. I mean,
all of
even for the people that are like legitimately mentally ill or something, I guess that's
Yeah.
what you have to be to like be that public about that sort of thing.
I
You have to
couldn't- I mean,
really
yeah,
have
it's
problems and not realize
it's
like
like-
what you're doing.
Yeah, it's like it's bad enough to, like, discuss those things in private or in out with somebody else or whatnot, where it's not being recorded, but to actually come out and basically let people know that you are some type of
Yeah.
sicko.
Weirdo.
Right.
And it's like, set in stone and digital copy forever.
Well,
Wow.
so it's been so normalized, though. I think is the problem, right? With social media in general, it's like we've normalized putting everything out in public, and it's what's interesting to me is like my parents' generation. I think largely thought it was crazy from the beginning of the whole thing of like going out there and being so public with your business and
Agreed.
stuff.
Yeah.
And
Agreed.
I still feel that way to a large extent. I don't.
Right.
Really, I haven't used social media with my real information for a very long time, and it started out as just a college thing when I was in school, and then it grew and went everywhere, of course, as you know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I think as long as it was just a college thing, it was totally fine. I think it was actually better suited for that, for meeting people, but once it spread into the culture destroying thing that it is now. I just wanted nothing to do with it.
Yeah, and like for me, I agree. I don't use Facebook for much else than keeping in touch with some people who refuse to text,
Right.
or call.
I got a few like that too, but again, like I said,
Yeah.
it doesn't have any of my real information, and it never will.
It does mine. It
Yeah.
does mine because it's fine. I mean, I have a picture of myself, a picture of my partner, but I don't really have too much other information. I don't really link to say that this person is my partner. So
Well,
you can go to
and
their
you can
profile.
lock things down too, right? I mean, you can
You
make it so it's
you
like
can.
just your friends see
Yep.
your stuff
Yep.
and all that. So,
Exactly.
I mean, I think that's the way to do it, really, if you want to have your real info out there.
The only people that can see anything really about me beside my photo is people who are friends, like you said.
Yeah.
Everything else is locked down. It basically just says my name, I think a picture, and where I'm in, like the geographical location of where I am. That's it.
Yeah.
And to clarify, like what I was mentioning before about how those those interesting individuals, we'll just leave it at that. We'll keep this PG-13.
Right.
Like, say for instance, in my case, I have a friend from back in Buffalo where I used to live. I'm perfectly fine saying that. And her daughter, I watched her grow up.
Sure.
And she's a sweet girl. Sweet girl. The mom's, a friend of mine. Sweet girl. Sweet lady. A woman. But she'll post pictures of like her daughter in gymnastics.
Oh,
And
yeah.
her daughter, right? And her daughter.
Yeah,
And her
I always think that that sort of thing just, it's sort of like, I feel bad that you have to like tell people like, yeah, you might want to not do that.
Well, that's the thing too, and it's like you give a thumbs up because you want to be supportive. You know what I
Right.
mean? You watch the little clip,
Sure.
you're like, hey, she's great, and that's great. But the thing is, you look at some of the comments in there, or if you were to click on like the main, I don't know, like where that individual goes to do the gymnastics. And then look at the other
and then
videos,
they're always
like,
tagging locations. And I
Yes,
think
exactly.
some of the phones will do
Yeah.
auto tagging now, probably, right?
Yeah,
For
and it's
locations.
with some of the comments that you've seen in some of these that are from random people that must be getting these feeds because they are friends of a friend of a friend of a friend,
Yeah.
right? They have no idea who these people are that are watching these videos. Now these interesting people who are posting these comments now know where your child is.
No,
Or
that's
where they go.
terrible.
Yeah,
that's the sort of thing where they should definitely like lock down the privacy settings, right? And only if they really want to share that stuff, they need to like DM it to friends or something. Like not have it out there for
Put it on
because this is the
YouTube
problem too.
and
Like even if
make it
you have
private.
it like your profile locked down, what happens if Facebook gets hacked or potentially like just something goes wrong with the privacy filters? I just don't think it's worth it for the external validation of a few likes.
Well, you could put it on YouTube if you wanted to and then make it private, right?
Yeah, you could do that.
You could put it on, I don't know, Google, please forgive, Google Photos maybe, Google Video, whatever.
Yeah, no,
and create a link, right?
Sure.
There's
all kinds of ways you could share this stuff and not.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be on Facebook.
Right.
Exactly.
So back in the ye olden days, we used to use email. Like this crazy technology called email.
You used to use email. Well, let me tell you, when I was a young boy, I used to use something called a bulletin board.
That's right.
Yeah. We'd send messages to each other, and about 6 days later, we might get a response.
That's right.
So,
So
yeah.
and everything
Well,
was fine. Everything was just fine.
It's all fine here. Boring conversation
Right.
anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't
Well,
have
can
to
you
worry
tell
about
them-
stuff like this.
Can you tell them a parent?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a parent, but I see that sort of thing online sometimes too. The comments
Yeah,
you're talking
yeah.
about, and it's like, yeah, it's very
Yeah.
disturbing. I'm
It's
not.
extremely
I'm not even
disturbing.
comfortable seeing this. Like
Yeah.
I would prefer it just not even come up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and the only way
Yeah,
that
well-
would happen is if the parents didn't post it.
Well,
Yep.
that's the thing too. Is once you view something, it seems like say somebody will send you something even innocent, like oh hey, I bought this new dress, or I bought this new whatever. Not so much from a friend, but like even a family member.
Right.
Like look on that, I don't know, Old Navy, and look at me in my new shirt, isn't it? Whatever it may be. Then a lot of times those reels, those Facebook reels, start showing you crap that you normally wouldn't view. Like my reels used to be things like vintage computing, cars, the guy that cuts people's grass, like the lawnmower guy, SB mowing,
SB
or
mowing.
whatever it is. Right. That's the kind of stuff. Or semi-truck videos, because I have friends that drive trucks, so people posting over the road stuff. I like what do they call that? Vintage computing, and I like obsolete. I like malls, dead malls, things like that. So that was my feed, right? Mostly my feed. You'd have the occasional weird crap come in there, right?
Yeah.
But like after you watch one of these videos, or you go off the rails, or it shows you like a Lane Bryant, or some kind of weird video, or like lingerie video, like ad, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then your reels start showing you like gymnastics videos with, women of various ages, and I'm like, where is this coming from?
I do feel like
And then
the algorithm is so it's like so aggressively tuned
Setting
now.
you up.
I noticed this
Yeah.
on YouTube. It's like
Yeah.
if I watch one video, just one,
Yeah.
about a topic I don't usually watch, all of a
Yes.
sudden I'll get a ton of videos related to that in my feed, and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what it is. It's like
Yeah.
I wish I could just tell YouTube, like, chill, bro. Like look, I really just want to watch like one or two videos about this topic. And I wish there was an option actually that I could just select, where it'd be like a slider, like a button I could press and be like, algorithm off.
Yeah.
Like, do not
Yes.
let these searches affect my algorithm at all.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
that's what I really. It's amazing we don't
Right.
have that. It's 2026 and we don't have that button.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It would be so easy for them to implement that,
Yeah.
but they're never going to do it because money.
Yep.
So I kind of just gave up with the I mean, I only go on there now for Marketplace, pretty much.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, for
I'm always
Facebook.
looking at-
Yeah. I have like the
yeah.
one friend I talk to on there on Messenger, and Marketplace. I would use Marketplace, but as you know, I'm in the middle of nowhere, so it's like I
Yeah.
would end up spending more in gas than
Yeah,
it would
right.
ever be
Yeah.
worth,
Yeah.
Marketplace
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, and I don't really buy anything anymore anyway. I just go there to
Yeah.
look at and drool over stuff like arcade games and stuff that I can't afford.
I look at
you know?
GPUs every now and then because it's
Yeah.
like that's
Oh,
always a better place to get GPUs than
I'll be
eBay or-
careful with those. Those have probably been mine for the last 5 years.
Oh, it's true. Everything's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
mine probably
Yeah,
at this point.
mine. Yeah,
But it's still like it's that or pay $1,000, like for some
Yeah, right.
retail thing that's not
Yeah.
even top tier.
or you could go to Best Buy and get one on sale and get a box of rocks.
That's true. Do that too.
Yeah, they send
Right.
that to you. You know,
Same
and
thing.
try proving that you didn't actually do it yourself.
Right. So that brings us
Right.
all the way back to the RAM storage crisis and PC
right.
building.
Yeah.
So Moon, do you want to play another round and while we get back to complaining about computer parts?
Absolutely. I think I might actually pick a different killer.
Oh, okay, cool. And feel free to do Survivor too if you want to, like whatever, just whatever you want to do. I'm just enjoying watching again.
The mood strikes
It's
me.
been so
Yeah, same
long
here.
since I played the game.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I like I said, I'm not. This kind of game is not really my thing.
It wasn't mine either until COVID.
Yeah,
COVID. This
I
game was like
enjoy
my
watching it,
COVID
but-
sanity drug. Like
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
so into this that
Yeah.
it drowned out the news feeds, and I made all these new friends like you
Uh-huh,
guys.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it was
Yeah.
like it got me through it. So
I
will.
think it's a
As much as
fantastic
I love this game. I will always respect the hell out of it for getting me through that time.
Amen,
Right?
brother. Amen. That's right. I agree. And I like watching people play it. It's not my thing. Like, I am a UT guy. I enjoy Unreal
Right.
Tournament, the original UT, 99, whatever you want to call it.
We've played it before, yeah.
I know we have. It's
It was
wonderful.
fun.
UT 2004. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I was very good at the Need for Speed series as a young person.
Right.
I remember saving up my pennies and getting Need for Speed 2. And I got the SE version, which had the native support for Glide, so you could play it with a Voodoo card, a 3DFX, 1 card. And I didn't have one at the time, but it had native support, so I played it. I didn't have Direct 3D either. I had a pretty crappy computer, but it would play it in software mode. And then I got the itch, and I saw what it looked like in Glide, and I'm like, well, I just paid $50 to basically sucker myself into paying $200. Yeah, right. But I did. I saved up my money, and let me tell you, sir, playing Need for Speed 2 SE in Glide mode was incredible. There was, rain and bugs hitting the windshield and fog and
what year was
just
it?
incredible. 1997.
Okay.
I think. Yeah,
Wow.
is when I bought that.
Yeah, that makes
and when
sense. Like late '90s is when the Voodoo cards were around, right?
Yeah. Yep. And then I saved up my pennies some more, built a better computer, and bought myself a Voodoo 2. And what a wonderful card that was. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
I remember in 2000, my friend had a 386. And I don't remember anything about the computer otherwise, but we played the original Unreal on it, and I'm trying to think if we played any other games. That's the one we played the most by far.
You mean Unreal Tournament or Unreal?
No, the
itself?
original Unreal, the first game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that game.
We played
Love
it
that
on
game.
his 386.
Yes.
And it was great.
Unreal?
Yeah.
How would you play Unreal on a 386?
I don't know. Maybe I'm misremembering it, but I could have sworn it was a 386.
Unreal basically would play on nothing more than like a decent Pentium, because it was basically Unreal and UT 99. If you had like a Pentium 133, you were okay. I mean, it would run. You'd have to like dumb the resolution down and stuff like that. But yeah, 386. Are you thinking of like, I don't know, Duke Nukem or because that didn't play very well on a 386 either. I'm thinking like Rise of the Triad, that might have played.
No, it was definitely Unreal, so it must have been a different system.
Different computer, okay.
Yeah, and I'm just not remembering it properly.
That's okay. That's fine. I do that too.
333. Yep. That's what it is. 333.
333?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a Pentium 2 or... Yeah,
maybe
Pentium 2 or Celeron 333, 300A. I don't know. I
don't remember.
Yeah, I know what you mean, though. Yeah.
There's been so many numbers and
yeah.
dead brain cells since then.
Yeah. I actually had. And can we go off the rails a little bit here? Is that okay?
I thought we already had.
I think we already have too. Yeah. Talking about weird crap on Facebook for sure. But but I had an AMD K6 333. And I remember buying that for a song with what motherboard was that? Oh, I forget now. A trend maybe. Anyway, so I got the board and it ran beautifully. I mean, it was. I was able to overclock it. I got it to 380 megahertz. So I got a 380 megahertz CPU for overclocked. It ran everything I needed it to. It was a little unstable. If you put it to 400, it would lock up around that because you had to increase like the bus. I think it was like 95 megahertz, but FS. I don't remember, but it would lock up. But I mean, I remember I was playing games with the Voodoo 2 for the same price somebody with a Pentium 2. You know what I mean? Now their system was way more powerful because it had better floating point, right? And better all that kind of stuff. But with the Voodoo 2, it wasn't terrible. I was still getting pretty much almost the same frame rate, so it was pretty cool. But I mean, the AMD systems versus the Pentium 2s, I mean, just without video cards, they were way more powerful. for like data crunching and spreadsheets and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh, sure.
But but I mean, I couldn't afford that stuff. I was like I said, the Market Pro Computer Show kid. You know what I mean? That saved up to a couple $100 and went and got a motherboard, CPU, memory, and case, and here we go. Yeah.
I looked it up because I could have sworn it was a 333, and it was. This says an Intel 333 Pentium 2.
Yep. Pentium 2.
It could run the original 98 Unreal game.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I was saying it wasn't a 386. It was a 333. 386 was the CPU. Like 286, 386, 486 Pentium. Yeah, all that. I had all that stuff too.
Yeah.
A lot of it secondhand, but I still have some of it because I collect vintage computing. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Does it still work?
All of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
I have my showpiece is a IBM PCXT that we actually rebuilt together. So.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So
it's beautiful.
So you solder in new caps and things if you have to?
If I absolutely have to. I am not the world's best solderer. Let's just put it that way. I mean, I can do it, and a lot of times it looks like crap, but it works.
Don't let me do it.
I think you're better at it than I am. You have smaller hands, and you're more steady than I am. So
I've never gotten into the soldering, but I would like to do it sometime just to learn.
Yeah. Well, do yourself a favor and buy yourself a soldering station.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just use a little cheap gun from Walmart. Get yourself a soldering station where you can adjust the heat. You can.
I would definitely do that if I was going to do it. I'd get a proper setup for sure.
Yeah, and you can get them on Amazon for under $30. They're perfectly fine, especially for a novice.
Sure.
Like myself.
So, But sorry, Moon, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you going to say?
No, that's okay. If you like a little soldering ASMR, I highly recommend. Not to promote somebody else's YouTube channel.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Promote whoever you want.
Epictronics on YouTube. I love watching him solder.
Yeah.
Like he's so good. And he uses a ton of flux, but it helps. Like I don't
great
know.
Channel. And then also and who else do we like? Who else do we like to watch?
Adrian's Digital Basement.
There you go, Adrian's Digital Basement.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't think I've seen that one. What is he does a lot of soldering too?
Not a lot of soldering, but he does a lot of repair, like whether it's Epictronics would be more of the soldering channel because he does more like cap replacement and stuff like that. But Adrian's Digital Basement is more like general knowledge. He goes into the weeds a lot. In a good way. He's extremely informative, like really knows what he's doing. But he often has a lot of like gaming consoles and PCs and kind of technological oddities and stuff that people send to him, and he'll test them to see if they work and get down into the nitty gritty of why they don't work or what makes them work, and he'll fix it, sometimes play with it at the end and show you whatever the thing is that he's messing with can do and is capable of, and what it's supposed to do, what it's not supposed to do. But he's he's just very pleasant to watch, pleasant to listen to.
What I like about him too is like he has mail call where people send things in and he opens them up on the air and talks about them. Now, normally if you have that, you're supposed to go through things quickly, open it up, look at it and say, this is by thank you, Jim from Phoenix. This is, a RAM tester,
right?
Or a, or a whatever. A EEPROM programmer or whatever.
They'll send in parts,
and you go through it relatively quickly. You get it all in one episode. You make it an hour or whatever. What he cracks me up because what he'll do is he gets like 30 things in the mail. He'll open it up and start talking about it, and then keeps going and going and going.
About the one thing, he gets interesting.
And then the whole episode, it's an hour, is he opened up like 2 damn things.
Right.
And he's like, oh my God, we ran out of time. And it's like mail call part 72, and over the course of 2 weeks, and you goes through it and he opens it. I prefer it that way though. I do, because I love how he goes and opens things up and starts talking about it and how it, parlays into this and how it's great. He's just fantastic.
Oh, that's cool.
He
Yeah,
does
I'll
go
have to
into
check
the
those out
weeds a bit,
if
though.
I get into
Yeah.
the hardware stuff. I'm
Yeah.
always watching like budget
Yeah.
PC build channels and mod channels. And,
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a guy, Budget Builds from England. That's awesome. Like everything, he messes with like the cheapest stuff he can find on eBay and
Yeah.
stuff that I think people will send in sometimes too. But
Yeah.
and sometimes he gets like really good hardware and for really cheap prices, and then he just benchmarks all of it. He runs it, stress tests on it, and just shows you how good it is or how well it can
That's
run
awesome.
with
Yeah.
like maxed out builds, except
Well-
parties testing.
That's the thing too, and I'm sure you'll agree with this one because good minds think alike, right? So
Yeah.
great minds think alike. But back in the day, like you were talking about 386s, think about this: the technological advance from a 386 to a 486, right,
Mhm.
was pretty substantial.
Yeah, I would think it would be pretty that particular
Yeah,
spread would
and
have
then
been impressive. Now I don't remember a
46
lot of that because I was so young at the time, and I didn't
Well,
build computers back then
Yeah.
at all.
no, it's okay.
But-
It's okay. But I mean, it was not. How would I say? It was substantial. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The amount of what you could do with a 486 versus the 386.
Mhm.
Because I mean, a 286 versus a 386 SX.
Mhm.
There wasn't. I mean, there was a difference, but it wasn't that mind blowing. Let's put
Sure.
it that way. Wasn't that? But versus a 286 to a 486, it was an incredible jump, and then it went to a Pentium. Now, so in my years when I was really building this stuff in my late teens and stuff like that, early 20s, I mean, every time I built a new computer, it was substantially more powerful than the last one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So that all stopped sometime around 2016, 15, 16, 17.
Sure.
Where like the machine that I built in 2016 is not that much less is not okay. The new machines are not much more powerful than the older machines.
Mhm.
They are, but they aren't. It's like the difference, the impact is not there anymore. You can still use a 10-year-old computer, you know what I mean, and still
Yeah.
play games of today. You just have to dumb them down a little
Oh,
bit.
sure,
but
sure.
That if that was 10 years ago from 2000 versus 2010, that would have never been possible.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I
But
do enough.
2006
I was old enough to know that.
Yeah, but 2016 versus 2026, the difference is not that.
It's more negligible.
It's negligible, exactly. Yeah, it's.
I mean, all the high end stuff now is like it's just it's further refinement of what was already really solid for performance. I'd say like I'm not saying like a 5090 GPU isn't amazing. Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah.
But
your bang for your buck is not there anymore. Like
that's the thing, right? It's like you're not, you can
Yeah.
sure you can spend $2,000 on a graphics card and
Yeah.
play stuff in 8K, 120 hertz or whatever, or I could
Exactly
spend a few $100s on a used card and play it in 4K 60.
Exactly.
So it's like the motivation for me personally
Exactly.
isn't there, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
I remember back in the late '90s, you would buy a computer like say a '97, right? You'd have a Pentium, or you'd have a Cyrix or an AMD K5, right?
Yeah.
And then you'd build one in '99, and now you're running a K62 3D, and the difference was incredible.
Yeah, the
And then a few
hype
years
for new
later-
hardware was real, right? Like back
Yes,
then.
the hype,
That's the
yes.
thing. And now I
Yep.
feel like the hype for new hardware is largely manufactured. Like I feel like it's something that the corporations and the media hype up, and it's not like it's that much more amazing or essential. Unless you are like a bleeding edge sort of creative person or someone who is doing like I don't know, Hollywood sort level CGI development. Like I could see it for that sort of thing. If you're a gamer, like I'm sorry, but if you got a 3090, you don't need a 5090. You just don't.
Right.
Like in my opinion.
Yep. No, you're right.
So,
You're absolutely right.
I got a 3080 that I have not even begun to push to its limits on my main rig. So, like I'll be using that card. If that card is still working in 10 years, I'll still be using it. I can guarantee you that.
And you're absolutely right. Like, say for instance, you wanted to surf the web you bought a computer in 2008, right?
Yeah.
And in 2018, 10 years later, you're trying to use that computer. It's going to be, extremely slow. You know what I mean? Compared to now, if you bought a computer in 2018 and you're now in 2026, which is, 8 years later, that computer still does everything it did pretty much in 2018 versus 2026. It's the same thing.
I'm running right now. It's funny you mentioned that because I have an old Optiplex from 2015 that I got during COVID just to play with.
Old Dell.
And and I put an SSD in it. I've maxed out its memory. I've almost maxed out the CPU. I put a Xeon processor in there that is damn close to a 4790. That would be its max. It's like the equivalent of like a 4770, I think. But I paid like $10 for the processor on eBay. I mean, it's like I could pay $10 for that, or I could spend $50 for a 4790. It's like, I'm spending the 10, just to say that I did it too. It's like I'm getting this great performance for price ratio out of it. And I just put a RX 640 GPU in there, low profile, that I picked up for like $40 on eBay. And this thing is fantastic. I put Linux Mint on it, and it just throws it. It's like I had Windows 10 on there, and it was not loving Windows 10 or my old install of it. And I was about to reinstall Windows 10, and then I thought, this is about to be out of support, and I'll bet Linux will run better on it anyway. And I was right. Linux just that machine absolutely just it feels like a totally modern computer. Like I just bought it. Running Linux on there.
Yeah, absolutely. You got like a refresh, and that's the thing too. It's like one of my favorite operating systems was Windows 7. Okay?
Yeah. Oh, I love 7 too. 7 was great.
I love 7. I really did.
7's still one of my favorites, probably.
I cut my teeth on DOS. Right.
Yeah.
I started with like DOS 3, DOS 3.3, DOS 5, DOS 6, 6.22. Microsoft variants, not the other, like IBM PC DOS. But that and Windows 3.11, Windows 3.1, Windows 3.11 for work groups, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So we've come a long way. And Windows like 2000 was wonderful. It didn't, you had to tinker with it quite a bit to get certain games to work and whatnot, because it wasn't really a consumer grade OS. That's what, Windows 98 or Windows Millennium was for.
Right.
And then, Windows XP came out, and we all we're like, and then Windows Service Pack 2, XP Service Pack 2 came out, and we're like, hey, this is pretty good. And then Windows Service Pack 3 came out and broke everything. I remember that, And I'm like, okay, enough of this. And then they released Vista. A lot of people crapped on Vista, and rightfully so. But then when they released, I think it was like Service Pack 1 or whatever it was for it, it actually turned into a pretty decent operating system. But Windows 7 is what Windows Vista should have been.
Yeah.
And I rocked 7 as much as as long as possible. And then everybody was like, we gotta try Windows 10. And of course, I was never really bleeding edge. I couldn't afford it.
Well, and then there was 8 though first, right? They did 8.
I didn't even go. I didn't even touch it. I
didn't either. I never used it. I used it at my friend's house. No. I would do troubleshooting on Windows 8 for other people, but I never had it myself. And I don't really feel like I missed out on anything.
You didn't. The whole tile, start. I just no. I didn't like it. Windows 8.1 was actually decent though.
Oh, that's cool.
You could really Windows 8.1 wasn't bad. And then Windows 10 when it first came out, like I said, I stayed on 7, did not go to 8.8 or 8.1. I've used 8 and 8.1, but 8.1 wasn't bad, but I stayed on 7.
Yeah.
And then Windows 10 was out for a couple of years, and I migrated over. And you know what? I liked it. After I went over to 10 and I started, I was able to do a lot of customization. You dark mode, all that kind of stuff. Like, hey, I like this,
Sure.
And then Windows 11 came out, and people were ranting and raving about what a wonderful operating system it was, and I'm like, really? And then you see everybody ranting and raving on Reddit, like, are these people crazy? This is a pile of poop. You know what I mean? So I tried it out, and oh Lord God, What a horrible operating system, seriously.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be if they would actually test these, instead of releasing, what is it, Patch Tuesday, right?
Right.
They release patches that break other stuff. It's like, what happened to you guys testing stuff before you released it? I mean, Windows was never like, there's always issues with Windows, but never like it is today. I mean, it's like they don't test anything before they release stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well, games are going through that same. Well, they've been going through that more lately in the last decade for sure. Like, there's way less quality control than there used to be.
What are you talking about? You're not buying a game. You're buying a beta copy.
Yeah, that's what it really feels like to me. Is I was never like a day one person anyway, because you, I grew up with more humble means and everything. Like, I always traded games for other games. I always got stuff used. I very rarely would get like a new game when I was a kid, and as an adult, like I can count on one hand the number of new video games I've bought in my life, and I've played hundreds of video games.
Right.
So it's like I'm not a retail guy. It's not my thing. And I'm glad other people are, because then I can buy stuff used later.
Right.
But
I mean, you're right. Except digital, though. I mean, you and I, we have a lot of digital games that we've acquired brand new.
Yeah.
Through like free Epic games or free Steam games, or like Humble Bundle, where it's very inexpensive, things like that. You've even gifted me a game a couple times. I really appreciate that.
Sure.
So we've acquired games for free or very inexpensive that are brand new, but they're all digital copies.
Yeah.
I can't remember actually I do actually remember the last PC game I bought that was on the shelf. Do you want to know try to guess what game that was?
Half-Life 2.
That's a good guess, but it's a good guess. One more try.
Left 4 Dead 2.
Nope. You want one more try, or you want to give up?
Trying to think about what else was around kind of before Steam, or like right on the edge of Steam.
That's around. That's about fair. It's about the right time. Yeah. I'll give you a clue.
Okay.
It's a game. It's a what's the word? I keep not.
It's not a shooter.
I don't want to ruin it.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin it. But what do they call that? The collection or compilation of the family. I can't think of the word.
Oh, it's like it's like a compilation of games.
Now, a family. I can't think of the word.
Okay.
But basically, it's like the Alien trilogy.
It's
like this game has a bunch of games, and there's a word for the whole
series.
Bunch of games.
It's not
Yes, thank you. That's it. Yes.
Okay. Oh, a series.
Yes,
it's a series.
It's series. Very good, Moon. Thank you.
Okay, so it's all games from the same franchise. Then.
She's got to help the handicap sometimes.
Right.
Yes, it's one of my favorites. I mentioned it.
I'm trying to think. Command and Conquer collection.
I don't think I've ever mentioned that before, but I don't know where you got that from. But no, I said it's something that that I played. I mentioned it before too.
You have mentioned it before. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
As a franchise.
Today. On this call.
Oh my gosh.
On this call. Yeah.
Wow. I mean, you talked about Unreal. Yeah,
That's
Unreal.
My boy. There you go. Yes.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah. It's okay. No, it's good.
I was just like, it's hard though, like, because when I'm thinking Unreal, I'm always thinking 90s, like super old, like, and then compilation. That should have really triggered it though. Like, yeah, of course.
No, it's not the word. It's a series. She's right. She said.
Yeah.
I think she said series. But yeah, the last game I actually bought on the store shelves was actually at not EB Games. GameStop. I think it was GameStop or EB Games or something like that. It was Unreal Tournament 2004 on the DVD.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
That was the last game.
Mm-hmm. That's kind of cool.
And I have not. Yep. Now that's the last PC game, of course. Now,
right.
Since that time, I've bought a lot of new and used
I kind of wish I had a physical of Half-Life 2 and Unreal 2004. Unreal Tournament 2004. Those would be cool to have, like, as just little time capsules.
Well, You're gonna hate me
You sold
because
it?
right before I met you, I actually gave it away to a young man that really wanted and enjoyed the series, and
Oh,
he
that's good.
loved Unreal Tournament.
It's
And I
better you
said,
gave it to him anyway. I have too much crap.
well, his eyes lit up when I gave it to him too. He's like, "Man, it'd be really cool if I could find a copy of Unreal Tournament 2004." I've been looking for this for a while, and you can find it online, but a lot of times they're all damaged. And then I come out and I'm like, "What do you think?" I show him this. He's like, "Wow, this is yours." And he opens it. I said, "Can I open?" He said, "Can I open it?" I said, "Yeah." So he opens it. It's like mint.
Yeah.
Not very little shelf wear. The disc is flawless. All that kind of stuff. Because I made an ISO file of the disc,
Sure.
so that I didn't have to keep putting it in the
drive,
in the drive, yeah. And he's like, "Oh man, what do you think this is worth?" I don't know. I asked him. I said, "What do you want to sell it for?" He said, "What?" I said, "It's yours now." So he's like, "What? It's for me?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
wow, that's so cool.
It's for you." Yeah. So
I'm glad that there's young people that want to collect the stuff. Really,
agreed. We have to keep the hobby going.
We have to keep it alive. Yeah.
Because God knows it'd be so easy for them to just be all digital everything and not ever think about that stuff.
But, well, look how easy it is for us to go ahead and collect digital copies of things. I mean, my Steam library is large, and if you go into my Epic library,
oh god,
even larger.
We're getting 2 free games a week. I mean, you're getting over 100 games a year just for free on Epic.
I have to have 1,000 more games.
It's ridiculous. This is the thing about this is the other problem I have with people who are complain. I mean, I'll complain about hardware. Don't worry. Like I'll complain about prices and stuff. But the flip side to it is like I feel like we're living in the best and worst time to be a gamer, for at least a PC gamer, because you can get so much software for just free, totally legally. Yeah. You don't even have to go to the more nefarious parts of the internet. You'll have more software than you'll ever be able to use if you're a PC gamer.
Absolutely, and
it's amazing
with a lot of the games. Even if you're a vintage computer enthusiast, you can actually go to a lot of sites where the software is now abandonware.
Oh, sure.
It's right. It's not. There's
no licenses. There's no.
Well, it's expired, and a lot of times the developers even give it away for free.
Right.
Things like that. Where they say, "You know what? We don't make it anymore. I'm not making any money off of it. Maybe it was shareware at one point. It's free now, or the series is now free." Like GOG. Was it Good Old Games or whatnot? It was part of CD Projekt at one point, which I think is actually separated from them.
I didn't realize they were the same company before.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, that's interesting.
And they used to give away games quite often. I don't go there anymore because of the fact that I just play it on. I probably should, but I just go to Steam or. Epic and whatever, and I still occasionally will get the GOG client and GOG Galaxy, whatever it is, and download the free games. But there's a lot of free games still on that site.
Oh yeah,
that you can download for free.
Well, and the other thing is, if you have Amazon Prime, you get a ton of free games digitally.
I was just going to mention that.
They're on GOG or Epic or. I think some of them are even locally on Amazon Luna or whatever.
Luna, I was going to mention that too.
But it's that part too is amazing to me because, like, I feel so totally spoiled like that because we have like a family Amazon Prime account, and I know my dad probably gets annoyed seeing all the email confirmations. His email probably of all of me redeeming all of the free games every month on Prime, but it's like overwhelming how many there's like 10 a month, it seems, like, that are just free games on one of those services.
Well, they gave away the new Indiana Jones for free.
Did they really?
Yeah.
When was that? I don't know if I saw that.
Just recently.
Wow. It's on it was a Prime giveaway?
It was on it's streaming for free on Luna.
Oh, streaming. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah,
So as long as you
yeah.
have
Right, yeah, it
Prime, you
wasn't-
can stream it.
So
Gotcha.
I apologize. I
Nice.
shouldn't have said they gave it away. What I'm saying, I should have said is that it's free to stream.
Right. So you can
But
play it
yeah.
as long as your account's active. Yeah.
Correct.
That's
yeah.
cool. Yeah, but I mean, that even that is like it's like they're competing with Game Pass or PlayStation's cloud service, and they're not even primarily a game company. So that's kind of
Right.
amazing. I mean, just
Yeah.
the value you get out of that is kind of wild. Like you wouldn't have to do anything else. You're gonna get a ton of good games through that. Anyway, I just think that I know PC gaming has more of a barrier to entry than consoles for the average person, but boy, once you learn a few things and get a decent computer, like it's so much cheaper than being a console gamer.
It is. It really is. I enjoy playing the vintage games. You know, the like Wolfenstein 3D and Doom. And,
I've got the old Dungeons and Dragons games that
yeah.
I played when I was a kid. They did enhancements of Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate. And
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
They're really good. I haven't played through a lot of them, but I'm eventually
Wow.
gonna replay the whole thing at
Yeah.
some point. I
Yeah.
loved Icewind Dale when I was a kid. I used to play Dungeons and Dragons, so I was really into all that stuff.
Yeah.
I
I played Gauntlet, this Gauntlet series like Dark Legacy,
Yeah,
Gauntlet
yeah.
Legends.
Well, and we played the newer Gauntlet game.
we
a while
did. You
back
actually bought me,
together.
I think, a copy of that. I think
Yeah.
it was you.
That was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
really fun to play that one. That's a
Yeah.
really good co-op game for anybody who's into like 4-player beat 'em ups.
Yeah.
That's
I'll tell you,
a lot of fun.
one of the best games I had played for the PlayStation 2 was Baldur's Gate Dark Alliance.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play that. I missed the PS2 generation basically
You-
entirely because I was in college. But
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
You don't need it. You don't need to. They've released it. They've re-released it
PC port.
for PC.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I would love to. Is it on GOG?
I don't know.
But it's on Steam or GOG probably.
It's on one of them.
Yeah.
It has
It's got to be on
somewhere.
Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah,
Steam
that's
have all
cool.
the Baldur's Gate?
Yeah, Steam has
Games.
Baldur's Gate and Icewind Dale and Neverwinter Nights. Those are all on Steam. Oh, we're doing Dustin. He looks so big now. He's all
and
grown
it's-
up.
I'm up against Jason. This is such a bad idea.
Oh, nice. We're gonna see Jason.
I forgot about skill checks for a
The
second there.
First
Oh my god.
Jason match I've seen.
Yeah.
Have you played against him yet?
No.
Oh boy, should be
Not
fun.
as him, not against him. Yeah. Yeah, if I have time to get a DBD match in anywhere, I play solo, so I'm playing as
Right.
killer, never survivor, and now I'm, the limp noodle on the team here. Oh, what was that? What's that?
Oh!
That's him! Dustin screams, he just went, "Ah!"
I think
Did he
that
just
that
roll
was a
something?
hatchet that might have just been by your head there. I don't know.
Pretty sure. Oh my god, okay.
Hey, it's like
Fine.
this is just divine punishment for how much you wrecked people as Huntress before.
Well, that can't be true. I'm a nice huntress, I say good game!
After you murder everybody.
Yes. I mean, fair. 11, you'll help me, right?
100%.
Uh-huh.
She won't abandon you at all, I'm sure.
All right.
Rando in public queue.
Right. Oh my god. Yeah, I just heard the chin like, no! Oh, good. Basement hook. Excellent. I don't want you to heal me here.
Yeah,
It's fine.
Might want to get behind something.
I was trying to. She stopped me. Like, we heal right here.
They both look so much older
And then
now.
she screamed.
Oh, he's
Go
right
away,
there!
Go away. Die down.
Run away! Oh no, he's going for you! Get the pellet! Ah!
I was that close. Look at that.
So close.
Hi.
Hello.
There's Jason. Hey, Jason.
Oh.
Welcome back again.
This is how I really play DBD.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Friday the 13th on the NES?
I have seen it played, but I've never played it myself. I've watched videos.
Okay.
I have a friend who
Yeah.
actually recently did a playthrough of that. It looked really fun.
It is. It's fun. It's.
I never
the
had an
game-
NES, if you can believe it. My first console was the Super Nintendo.
Gasp.
Really?
Yeah. I had friends that had an NES, so I played Mario and Mario 3, Metal Gear, and later on, I had another friend who had one, and we'd play Double Dragon, Batman,
Okay.
and trying to think. Oh, Battletoads. Yeah.
That's a
Battletoads?
hard game.
Mm-hmm. And
That is a hard-
another friend had the Ninja Turtle game that was really good. I remember
Oh, yeah.
that one. I think it was the first one where you have like the overhead view in the city,
Yes.
and then you go into the sewer, and it's like side scrolling, right?
That water level is death. Yeah.
Yeah. That game
Let me
had
t-
really good music though. I still
It was
remember
cool.
the music.
It
yeah.
was cool. I'll tell you a game, an NES game that you'll want to, jump off a bridge after you're done playing
What's that?
is a Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah, I never played that one.
Oh, do yourself a favor and never play
Oh,
it.
don't worry. It would take a
Yeah.
lot at this point for me. If I was going to go back to NES, like the only stuff I would probably play are the old RPGs. That's like the only
Yeah.
thing I'd be really probably interested in. from
Dragon
that
Warrior. Oh
time.
yes.
Yeah, Dragon
yes.
Warrior, the original Final Fantasy.
Oh my God, yeah, absolutely.
The same thing with the Sega. Like I want to go back and play the games like the Phantasy
Phantasy
Star. Yeah, series.
Yes.
I never played those
Yeah.
when I was a kid, but I've always wanted to. And the
should do
Shining
yourself a
Force
favor.
game. The Shining Force
Really.
games were good too.
Shining Force. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had that on Game Gear. I had some of the Shining Force games on Game Gear, and
Okay.
my friend had a Genesis, and he had Shining Force 2, I want to say. I
Mm-hmm.
might have been 1 and 2. We played those, and that's what really got me into Shining Force, was playing on his Sega.
Mm-hmm.
And he had the X-Men game for Sega, and I gave him
Okay.
Mortal Kombat 2 for his birthday, and we played
Yes.
the hell out of that forever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember playing Mortal Kombat 2 on the Sega Genesis and then playing it on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it looked way better on the Super Nintendo
Did it
than
really?
the Sega Genesis. Yes. But I am a huge Sega fan. I love Nintendo, and I
Right,
love me
right.
some NES and
Oh, I
You know,
loved
I
them
haven't-
both.
yeah.
I never really
Yeah.
had like a loyalty one way or the other. I sort of
Yeah.
leaned towards Nintendo when I was a kid just because the
Yeah.
Super was the first system I had.
sure.
But, since then, it's like I really wish the Dreamcast had been successful and not,
Agreed.
destroyed Sega.
Agreed.
I really
Yeah.
wish they still made hardware, but that's just me.
So do I. Well, they could still come. I mean, okay. So the Sega Neptune, you've heard about that? That was supposedly like the 32X, and
Mm-hmm.
you look up the Sega Neptune. It's actually really cool. I think they probably wouldn't survive making a next gen console, but I think people like us who are 40 years old, 50 years old, things like that that grew up with NES and Atari and things like that, and then we're on the cusp of our teenage years is when Super Nintendo came out, Sega Genesis came out, maybe
Yeah.
well Genesis came out in '89, I think Super Nintendo was '91. So
Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
don't do that. But
No, saving
Um,
11, even though this is the dumbest idea ever.
you saw what happened with Nintendo when they released the NES Classic, right? It sold out the first time.
Oh,
right
yeah,
away.
yeah.
So then they
Same with the Super
re-released
one,
it.
right? The Super NES
The
did
Super
really well.
Nintendo, yeah, it did, and then the Sega Genesis version of the
Yeah.
the miniature Sega Genesis that did really well. Probably not as good as the NES, but the NES, the classic, they actually re-released that again. They had a second run of them because it sold out so quickly. Bots were buying them all, and then you'd
Oh,
see
yeah,
them.
yeah.
I think it was like $49-$59 for it, and then you'd see them on eBay the next day for $300, and people were buying the things like they were candy. And people like us, you and I, that would go the legitimate route and wait there at a certain time when they drop and
try to get it
on it. Yeah, and all 4,000 were gone in 0.02 seconds because all the bots got them. You're like, okay, I don't want to. I'm not going to play dirty, but it's time to roll off the cuffs and let's go.
Right.
So, yeah. So they released them again. I remember going to Walmart one night, and they never had them there. One night we went there, they had like 4 of them, and I was like, I'm thinking about buying all 4.
Wow.
And yeah, because then I could sell them to friends, right?
Right.
But I thought that would be pretty crappy of me because somebody might want to come in here and buy more. See, I care about other people more than I care about myself. That's not the problem. So I bought one of them. And I was like, maybe I'll go back and go get another one. So I was thinking about walking back to the back of the store.
They were already gone.
They were already gone.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm glad somebody got them. I just hope it wasn't a scalper that resold them on eBay for $400 a piece.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I picked one up of the Super Nintendos for I bought a skateboard and the console for $120, I want to say. So that was a pretty good deal because it was a nice skateboard. And I ended up keeping the skateboard, and I gave the console to one of my friends who was big Super Nintendo fan. Who didn't have any consoles at the time, so it was kind of a retro thing for him.
So you bought a skateboard and a Super Nintendo Classic all in one?
Yeah, it was the same guy selling them. Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This was on OfferUp, I think. This was back when I was living in Florida, so that was cool. And yeah.
I thought it was here, I'm selling this skateboard, and if you call within the next 5 minutes, you'll get an NES Classic.
No, it was just 2 separate things he was selling, and I made him an offer or something, and he accepted for both of them.
Okay.
So that was cool. But it felt very 90s, right? Oh, I'm buying a skateboard and a Super Nintendo on the same day. Yeah. I felt like a kid again.
Where's your Surge, man?
Yeah, right. Or your Shasta with Yoshi on it.
Your Shasta, yeah. Where's your Sobe, dude?
Right.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about Sobe. Oh my God, power. Oh man, that stuff was awesome. I love that stuff.
What about Mystic?
Mystic was good. I remember clearly Canadian too. When
they still make that.
I know we got it, but it just tasted better.
Yeah,
it really did.
It just
that wild cherry, man.
Maybe it just hit differently back then. Maybe it does taste the same as it was before, but I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't like Lucky Charms as much as I did when I was a kid.
No.
Yes, I do. Well, Trix is one that I don't like as much as I did.
I've heard Cinnamon Toast Crunch isn't as good anymore. Is that true?
No, you're a liar.
Really?
Oh no! Listen to this.
Well, this isn't me. This is just what I've heard other people say.
Well, then I'm sorry. I take that back. No, Cinnamon Toast Crunch still slaps.
If somebody tells you that something doesn't taste as good, you got to look at them and go, "Do you smoke 20 packs a day?" Because I can understand why. That's why. Maybe
that's probably why. Because everything you eat now tastes like dirt.
You're probably right about that. That's probably what it is.
And luckily, I don't smoke.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is just as good as it used to be. Some would argue even better. Personally, I prefer Malto Meal's version of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Cinnamon Toasters, but that's just me.
I don't think I don't think I've had that. Cinnamon Toasters? What is that?
It's Cinnamon Toast Crunch. It's just Malto Meal instead of General Mills.
Oh, okay. I didn't even realize there was another company that made it. That's interesting.
Oh, yeah.
What's different about it? They put more sugar in it?
Probably.
Even more sugar?
Probably.
Man, if I had a bowl of Cinnamon Toast Crunch right now, I would be on the moon. I'd literally be like a rocket ship.
Yeah, and then you'd slip into a diabetic coma.
Yeah. In that order.
Yes. What was I going to say, though? Another cereal that greatly disappointed me. Okay, So, if you had to pick a chocolate cereal, what do you think would be, in your opinion, what would be the best one?
Oh wow. God, it's been so long since I've had a chocolate cereal.
Right.
What are some? I mean, I know there's obviously like Count Chocula, but what else? What else is there?
Oh, like Cocoa Puffs.
Oh yeah, Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah, I mean, basically, like even s'mores cereal, like anything that has chocolate in it.
Well, I feel like
Yeah,
there were more
okay.
though. Wasn't there one that had like little bits of chocolate in it? Maybe that's the s'mores one.
Or Special K. Special K Chocolatey Delight. That's like carob chips.
I really just I didn't usually have it a lot as a kid, so like I had Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Lucky Charms, and the Reese's cereal. I don't know if
Reese's
they still
Puffs,
do that.
yeah.
Like the Reese's
Yep.
Puffs, like I love that stuff because I love Reese's. Reese's
Oh, yeah.
are like my favorite candy, so of course I was gonna love that one. But
Right.
yeah, chocolate as far as that goes, I don't know, probably the s'mores one would be my favorite.
Yeah.
What
Well-
about you?
Popular, well, for me, it used to be, I would any day say Count Chocula, but the last box of, I mean, I just bought it for nostalgia. Plus, I think there was a Count Chocula Muppet on the box or something, so
Right.
I had to buy it.
Mhm.
I did, and they changed it. They made it sucky. It is not the best chocolate cereal anymore. It was.
Well,
It made
damn.
me very sad. I know.
that's too
I'm
bad.
like, way to ruin my childhood, General Mills.
Right? That's,
Totally did.
yeah, they're really toying with people's emotions when they change the recipes for any of those things.
Yep. I mean, a tried and true beloved cereal like Count Chocula. Come on.
Mm-hmm. I remember. You
So,
remember
yeah.
the honeycomb cereal? What was that called?
Honeycomb.
Was it just honeycomb? Yeah, I love
Yep.
that one too.
Honeycomb's got a big honey taste, a big crunch with a big bite.
Yeah, I used to love that one.
Oh, the Jingle Queen.
The Jingle Queen.
I'm actually
Yeah.
amazed by how much cereal I ate as a child, and the fact that I'm still alive. Like, it's kind of amazing.
Oh, you didn't get the you didn't get the diabetes.
I didn't get the diabetes, you know. Like, I got
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eating Pop-Tarts, eating bagels with cream cheese and sugar on it.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Sugar?
Oh, yeah.
Why would you put sugar on a bagel with cream cheese?
Because it was
Because cream
excellent.
cheese is terrible.
Yeah, it was like yeah, I needed sweetness. I was a kid who ran on cereal.
Yep.
I love a bagel with cream cheese, but sugar on it, no.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't do that now. I'm the same way. But when I was a kid,
You're
I
the
used
same
to
way?
love that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I wouldn't
Well, I'm
do that
glad
now.
you're still here.
I wouldn't
so.
even put the aspartame sweeteners on it now.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
heck no. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to eat, like when I would stay with my grandparents, my granddad was diabetic, and I used to like watching him check his glucose. And after he got done doing that, we would each have a bowl of wheat checks, and he used Sweet and Low on his because he was diabetic.
Yeah.
And I remember doing that. That was like, what is this you're putting on your cereal? You're ruining it.
And he was probably like, I know.
Yeah, he knew. He totally knew. But it was the only way that he could really have something sweet without overdoing it.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he go? Oh, I found you.
Pitter patter, pitter patter.
Hi, Bill.
So you murdered Dustin first. What does that say about you as a person? You killed the child before any of the other
Being
characters.
set up.
Well,
Don't answer.
except the adults. No, the adults let him die. That was the problem. The adults in the game let him die.
No, that's true. Yeah,
They
so it is.
left him
It's
on
really
the
on them. Yeah,
It is.
that's true. Nice of you
opened
to
the
go
door.
after
They
the
refused
oldest
to
guy
walk
next.
through.
Like you kill the youngest, now you're killing the oldest.
I know. I always feel bad when I carry Bill though to a hook because he, struggles and he eventually says, "Why?"
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. It's
No,
my
you're
job.
secretly over there like, why not?
Yeah.
You're the
Because
closest to
it's
death,
my
Bill.
job. That's why you should take one for the team, Bill.
Yep.
You know, I played this game for years before I knew that he was from
Left 4 Dead. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. I almost said Evil Dead and I knew that was wrong.
Right. Oh, there's Sable. See, she knows how to beg. What did you zap her with?
A vine attack. I think I'll do it over here so it doesn't hurt her.
Oh, cool. How far how far does that go?
Let's test that. That far.
That's pretty far.
It is.
I mean, if you know where they're hiding and you can place that behind a wall, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Well, and oh wait, what's turned back the clock? I didn't see that. Sorry, Fang. Watch this, though. I'm going to let them think I'm going to let them do the gen.
So I guess this will be our last match. We're almost at 2 hours, but this has been really fun, guys. I've enjoyed it.
Definitely so.
I hope everybody listening has enjoyed all of our random topics of discussion.
I hope so.
Our first episode of Hooked on Friends.
Woo-woo.
First of many, I hope.
Is this going to be like Hooked on Phonics?
Yeah, I mean, I think that we'll learn a lot of new words, probably. I mean, you always do playing DBD. You learn how to swear in basically every language eventually.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So, yeah.
We're doing well. That's good.
Yep.
We're doing all right.
Good stuff. Yeah.
So, anything you guys would like to add before we wrap it up here in this last match?
Not really. On my end, anyway. We should do it again and have more people next time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. We got other friends that play DBD for sure. So, well, thank you both for joining this first episode. And as always, like, share, subscribe, and you'll hear us talking about even more random things in the future.
Yay!
Moon, XT, thank you. Always a pleasure.
Thank you for having us.
Thanks for having us tonight, sir.